Listen closely. Something extraordinary just happened. Yesterday, December 21st at exactly 10:03 a.m. Eastern Time, the universe reached a turning point so powerful that the entire Northern Hemisphere paused in the longest night of the year. And today, December 22nd, you are waking up in a completely different reality. This is not metaphor. This is not symbolism. This is the rebirth portal, and your life will never be the same after this. Before we go deeper, leave a like and subscribe to this channel because what you're about to hear is not entertainment. It is revelation. And comment, I am reborn to anchor this transformation into your timeline. Because today marks the first full day after the Winter Solstice, the moment when darkness reached its peak and light began its return. You are standing in the aftermath of cosmic death and the beginning of divine resurrection. December 22nd is not just another day. It is the first breath after the longest night. It is the moment when the sun, having descended to its lowest point in the sky, begins its climb back toward strength, toward warmth, toward life. Ancient civilizations across the globe understood this. They built temples aligned with the solstice sunrise. They lit fires in the darkness. They held ceremonies of rebirth because they knew something modern society has forgotten. The winter solstice is not just an astronomical event. It is a spiritual initiation, a cosmic reset, a moment when the veil between death and rebirth becomes so thin that transformation is not just possible, it is inevitable. And you are living in the immediate aftermath of that transformation right now. For the past weeks and months, you may have felt something ending. Relationships dissolving, old patterns crumbling, certainties you once held turning to dust in your hands. You may have felt lost, confused, like you were wandering through darkness with no clear direction. That was not punishment. That was preparation. The universe was guiding you into the longest night so you could experience what comes after. Rebirth, today the light returns. Not all at once, not dramatically, but slowly, steadily, inevitably. Each day from this moment forward will bring more light, more clarity, more energy, more possibility. This is the cosmic promise encoded into the winter solstice. After maximum darkness comes unstoppable light. After deepest cold comes returning warmth. After death comes resurrection. The winter solstice occurred at 0 degrees Capricorn, the exact threshold between Sagittarius's wild expansion and Capricorn's disciplined structure. This is significant. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, the planet of time, maturity, responsibility, and manifestation. When the sun enters Capricorn at the solstice, it signals that the time for dreaming is over. The time for building has begun. You are no longer the person you were before yesterday's solstice. That version of you died in the longest night. The you that exists today, December 22nd, is emerging from the ashes of who you used to be. And this new version of you carries a frequency that the old world cannot recognize. You are operating on a different timeline now. You can feel it, can't you? A subtle shift in your energy. A quiet knowing that something fundamental has changed. A sense that the path ahead, while still unclear, is somehow more certain than it was before. This is the rebirth portal at work. It does not announce itself with thunder and lightning. It arrives like dawn, slowly, gently, but with absolute certainty. The sun does not ask permission to rise. It simply does. And you are rising too. Whether you realize it fully yet or not, you are being pulled upward, pulled forward, pulled into alignment with a destiny that has been waiting for you to become strong enough to hold it. The darkness you just passed through was not random. It was necessary. It burned away everything that was not truly you. Every false belief, every toxic attachment, every limiting pattern, every version of yourself you created to please others, or to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. The longest night stripped you down to your essence. And now, in the light that returns, you are being rebuilt. Not as who you were, but as who you are meant to become. Capricorn season, which began with yesterday's solstice, is the universe's invitation to get serious about your future, to stop hoping and start building, to stop wishing and start working, to stop imagining and start manifesting. This is not the time for vague intentions or half-hearted efforts. This is the time to look at your life with brutal honesty and ask yourself, what am I actually building here? What foundation am I laying? What legacy am I creating? What structure am I constructing with my daily choices, my energy, my time, my focus? Because Capricorn does not reward fantasy. It rewards discipline. It rewards consistency. It rewards the person who shows up every single day, even when it's hard, even when it's boring, even when no one is watching, and does the work anyway. The sun's position at the winter solstice creates what astrologers call the cardinal cross. The sun at 0 degrees Capricorn is opposed by the energies of Cancer, squared by Aries and Libra. This creates a cosmic tension, a divine pressure that forces you to choose. Will you continue living in the emotional nostalgia of the past? Or will you step into the disciplined creation of your future? Will you keep reacting to life? Or will you take full responsibility for what you are building? Will you remain a victim of circumstance? Or will you become the architect of your destiny? This is the question the Rebirth portal demands you answer. And your answer will determine everything that unfolds in the months ahead. On December 21st, the exact moment of the solstice, Venus in Sagittarius formed a challenging square to Saturn in Pisces. This aspect brought a reality check to your relationships, your values, your sense of beauty and connection. Venus square Saturn does not allow you to hide behind illusions. It demands truth. It demands clarity. It demands that you see people, situations, and yourself exactly as they are, not as you wish they were. You may have felt this energy as disappointment, as the collapse of a beautiful dream, as the recognition that something you wanted so badly is simply not aligned with your highest path. This is painful, but it is also liberation, because when Venus and Saturn clash, they are clearing away romantic fantasies and replacing them with sustainable reality. They are showing you that true love, true value, true beauty is not found in perfect moments or flawless connections. It is found in commitment, in endurance, in choosing to show up even when it is difficult. If a relationship ended or shifted around the solstice, it is because Saturn is removing what cannot support your growth. If you felt rejected or unseen, it is because Venus is redirecting you toward connections that truly value who you are becoming. This is not cruelty. This is cosmic intelligence. The universe does not allow you to waste your precious energy on people and situations that drain you, diminish you, or distract you from your purpose. Saturn's role is to remove the obstacles, and sometimes those obstacles look like people you love. This does not mean you loved them wrongly. It means you have outgrown the version of love that relationship represented. And now, as the Rebirth portal opens, you are being guided toward a higher form of connection, one rooted in truth, maturity, and mutual elevation. Mars is also active during this Rebirth portal. Mars entered Capricorn on December 15th, bringing focused, relentless, unstoppable energy to your ambitions. Mars in Capricorn is exalted, meaning this is Mars at his most powerful, most effective, most disciplined. If you have been struggling to find motivation, if you have been scattered or distracted or overwhelmed, Mars in Capricorn changes everything. This is the energy of the mountain climber who does not stop until the summit is reached. This is the energy of the builder who lays one brick at a time until the structure is complete. This is the energy of the warrior who fights not with rage, but with strategy, precision, and unshakable determination. Mars will remain in Capricorn through mid-January, giving you nearly a month of this extraordinary power. Use it. Do not waste it. Do not let this energy pass you by while you scroll, procrastinate, or wait for perfect conditions. Perfect conditions do not exist, but disciplined action in imperfect conditions creates miracles. The Rebirth portal is handing you the tools you need to build the life you have been dreaming about. But tools are useless if you do not pick them up. Mars in Capricorn is your hammer, your saw, your blueprint, your work ethic. The Sun in Capricorn is your vision, your purpose, your reason for building. And Saturn, ruling Capricorn from Pisces, is the cosmic foreman making sure that what you build is solid, real, and built to last. This is not the energy for shortcuts. This is not the energy for quick fixes. This is the energy for laying foundations that will support you for decades to come. Here is what most people will not tell you about the Winter Solstice rebirth. It is not comfortable. Rebirth never is. You are being asked to let go of comfort, safety, familiarity, and step into the unknown with nothing but faith and determination. You are being asked to trust that the light is returning even when the days are still cold and dark. You are being asked to believe in your future even when your present feels unstable. This requires a level of courage that most people do not possess. But you are not most people. You are here listening to this message because your soul recognizes the call. You feel the pull of your destiny. You sense that something greater is waiting for you on the other side of this transformation. The Ursid meteor shower peaks today, December 22nd, adding another layer of cosmic significance to this rebirth portal. Meteor showers represent the release of old energy, the burning away of karmic debris as fragments of ancient comets enter our atmosphere and disintegrate in brilliant flashes of light. The Ursids are not as dramatic as other meteor showers. They are quiet, subtle, producing only about 10 meteors per hour. But their symbolism is profound. They radiate from the constellation Ursa Minor, the Little Dipper, which contains Polaris, the North Star. Polaris is the fixed point in the night sky, the star that never moves, the guide that navigators have used for centuries to find their way. The Ursid's meteor shower appearing now, in the immediate aftermath of the solstice, is the universe telling you that even as old patterns burn away, even as transformation unfolds, you have a North Star. You have a guiding light. You have a purpose that remains constant even when everything else is changing. Pay attention to what arises in your awareness today, December 22nd. Dreams that feel more real than waking life. Sudden insights that arrive with absolute clarity. Synchronicities that feel too precise to be coincidence. Memories of who you were before the world told you who to be. These are not random. These are messages from your higher self, guiding you into alignment with the rebirth that is already happening within you. You may feel called to make changes, to end something, to begin something, to speak a truth you have been holding back, to reach out to someone, to walk away from someone, to commit fully to a path, to abandon a path that no longer serves you. Whatever arises, trust it. The rebirth portal does not guide you toward comfort. It guides you toward alignment. And alignment often requires uncomfortable choices. You are also entering what astrologers call the Via Combusta, the fiery way, a section of the zodiac between 15 degrees Libra and 15 degrees Scorpio that is traditionally considered challenging for lunar transits. But you are beyond the moon's influence now. You are working with solar energy, the energy of the sun itself, as it begins its return journey from darkness into light. The sun does not fear the Via Combusta. The sun is the source of all fire, and you, stepping into this rebirth, are remembering that you too are a source of light, of warmth, of creative power. You are not a reflection of someone else's brilliance. You are your own sun. In the coming days, you will notice subtle shifts. Conversations that would have drained you last week no longer affect you. Situations that would have triggered you before the solstice now feel distant, irrelevant, like they belong to a different lifetime. People may comment that you seem different. You do. You are. The frequency you are emitting has changed. And as your frequency rises, your reality reorganizes itself around that new vibration. Opportunities that were invisible before suddenly appear. Connections that felt impossible suddenly become available. Resources you needed materialize. This is not luck. This is resonance. You are no longer vibrating at the frequency of your old life. You are vibrating at the frequency of your future. And your future is responding. But here is the challenge. Your old life will try to pull you back. Old patterns will whisper that it is safer to stay small. Old fears will suggest that transformation is too risky. Old relationships will demand that you remain the version of you they are comfortable with. This is the test. This is where most people fail. They step into the rebirth portal, they feel the shift, they glimpse their potential, and then fear pulls them back into the familiar darkness. Do not let this be you. The light is returning. The sun is rising. Your destiny is waiting. But you must be brave enough to leave the longest night behind and walk into the dawn. December 22nd is the first day of your new life, not metaphorically, literally. The person you were before the winter solstice does not exist anymore. That version of you, with all their doubts and limitations and old stories, died in the longest night. The you that exists now is raw, unformed, emerging, like a seedling breaking through frozen ground toward the light. You are fragile right now, but you are also unstoppable. Because you carry within you the same force that turns winter into spring, that pulls the sun back from its lowest point, that transforms death into life. This force is not gentle. It is relentless. It does not ask for permission. It does not wait for perfect timing. It simply moves, and everything in its path either transforms or is swept aside. You are that force now. You are the rebirth. You are the return of the light. You are the proof that no matter how dark the night, the sun always rises. So rise, build, create, commit, choose, act. The rebirth portal is open. Your new timeline has begun. And nothing will ever be the same. If this message resonated deep within your soul, leave a like, subscribe, and comment. I am reborn to seal this transformation. The winter solstice has passed. The light is returning. And you are rising with it. Your rebirth is not coming. It is here, it is now, and it is unstoppable.